Good morning. In this video, I will be teaching you what are beats and how to calculate the beat frequency. Let us first observe what beats are. तो अभी हमारे पास है दो sources of sound. This is the first one whose frequency is set at 500 hertz as you can see, and this is the other one whose frequency is also set at 500 hertz. पहले देखते हैं if we sound both the sources together, what kind of resultant sound we are going to hear. So let me play the sound from both of them at the same time. Observe the sound. Okay. So as we can see, the resultant sound that we heard was a sound of constant intensity. We were getting a consistent sound which did not change in loudness at all. Let us now observe what will happen if we change the frequency of one of the sources, keeping the other one as it is. So basically we are creating a difference in the frequency of the two sounds. So I'll keep one of them at 500 hertz, or dusra I'll make it say 501 hertz. We play this one first and then this one. So what we can observe here is when there is a difference in frequencies between the two sources, the resultant sound that we get is a sound of varying intensity. वो resultant wave का जो loudness था वो it was going up and down. Okay. Now observe what happens as we keep increasing the frequency difference between the two sources. I'll keep one of them at 500 and the other one's frequency I'll keep increasing it gradually. Okay. So what we can observe here is if we change the frequency difference between the two sources, the frequency at which the sound's loudness varies will also change. So we call such a wave of varying intensity as a beat. And the frequency of the loud noises or the frequency of the weak noises is what we call as beat frequency. Let us now derive an expression for beat frequency depending on the individual frequencies of the waves. So you must observe that when the source frequencies are equal, you don't hear any beats. Beats will arise only when the frequencies of the two sources are different, at least slightly. So let's consider two sources here. Not sources, let's consider two waves. As you can see on the screen. Let's say the first wave has a frequency f1 and it has an angular frequency omega 1, and let's say the second one has a frequency f2 having an angular frequency omega 2. Now you can also observe that the second wave has a slightly greater amplitude than the first one. Now it's not necessary that to hear beats you should have waves of different amplitudes. This is just for you to visualize better, but it is compulsory that the frequencies be different. Frequencies जो है different होना चाहिए. Okay. Now if these two waves are superposed, if these two waves reach a particular place at the same time, let's see what the resultant wave looks like. So if these two waves are superposed, यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं there are some instants at which the waves undergo constructive interference. And there are also some instants at which the waves undergo destructive interference. तो अगर दो waves जिसके frequencies equal नहीं है, if such waves are superposed, you get a resultant wave like this, which whose amplitude keeps changing from time to time when that resultant wave arrives at a particular point. We can even look at the waveform of the resultant wave. And it looks like this, where the two waves undergo constructive interference, the resultant wave has a large amplitude, and where they undergo destructive interference, the resultant wave has a small amplitude. So let us look at the resultant waveform separately. Right. तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं जहाँ पे दोनों waves का constructive interference हो रहा था, वहाँ the resultant wave has a large amplitude, and where they undergo destructive interference, the resultant wave has a small amplitude. So when we hear this sound, we hear a sound of varying intensity. The frequency at which the intensity varies is what we call as beat frequency. तो अगर एक बंदा खड़ा है रोड पे और सुन रहा है इस तरह का साउंड, a real life example of beats is the sound of an ambulance siren. So it's not a consistent sound, it's a sound of varying, and it's a sound of varying intensity. It keeps increasing and decreasing. So that is a real life example of a beat. So we need to derive an expression for the frequency at which we hear the loud sounds or the frequency at which we hear the weak sounds. Okay. Now let us represent the original waves in terms of phasors. We know that the displacement caused by a wave can be represented by a phasor. So we'll make use of that. Let's say these two waves have arrived at a particular point have arrived at a particular point in phase at a particular instant. So let us represent one wave with a phasor like this. Let's represent the other one with a phasor like this. Since they have arrived in phase, their phasors have to point in the same direction, ताकि उन दोनों के बीच में initial phase difference 0 हो जाए. Okay. Now the blue one had an angular frequency omega 1. So let's assume its phasor rotates with an angular velocity omega 1. The red one had an angular frequency omega 2. So let's assume its phasor rotates with an angular velocity omega 2. And from what we had considered, omega 2 is greater than omega 1. Right. So this makes F2 greater than F1. Okay. वो हमने पहले डायग्राम में भी देखा था. The red colored wave had a higher frequency than the blue one. Okay. Now what we need to find out is, after how much time the two waves will undergo constructive interference again at the same point. Abhi ye dono, they are undergoing constructive interference at that particular point. So the person who is standing there will hear a loud sound. We want to find out what is the next time, or after how much time the person again hears a loud sound. So if we can find out the time interval, inverse of that time interval is going to give us the beat frequency. Okay. Let us take the slower phasor as the reference. So we are going to take the blue one as the reference. Let's name these waves as y1 and y2. We'll take y1 as the reference. Then omega 2 with respect to 1. The angular velocity of the second one with respect to the first one. We always take the slower one as the reference. You can write this as omega 2 minus omega 1, since they are in the same sense. Dono clockwise hai. Okay, so that is their relative angular velocity. Now at this instant, they are in phase at a particular point. So their phasors are pointing in the same direction. When they again arrive there in phase, their phasor should again be pointing in the same direction. Now clearly these two phasors are not rotating with the same angular velocity. Let's say the blue one rotates to some position like this. And in that time, the red one completes a circle and catches up with the blue one. So the red one has completed one circle and it has again caught up with the blue one because the red one was moving faster. So this is the next instant at which they are again in phase. So we need to find how much time it takes for this to happen. Okay. Now if you observe, the relative angle rotated by the red one with respect to the blue one is 2 pi. It has completed one circle, one complete circle more than the angle covered by the blue one. So the relative angle rotated is 2 pi and it has done that with a relative angular velocity of omega 2 minus omega 1. Therefore, the time taken for this to happen, you can calculate it as delta theta relative divided by omega relative. That would be 2 pi divided by omega 2 minus omega 1. So this is the time after which the person standing at that position will again hear a loud noise, loud sound. Now, since we have derived the time interval, the inverse of this will give us the beat frequency. So we can now write the beat frequency as omega 2 minus omega 1 divided by 2 pi. इसको अगर हम split करते हैं तो omega 2 divided by 2 pi minus omega 1 divided by 2 pi. And as we already know, omega divided by 2 pi is nothing but the frequency of the wave. तो ये हो जाता है frequency of beats is equal to f2 minus f1, क्योंकि हमने consider किया था f2 greater than f1. If you had considered f1 greater than f2, अगर आप f1 greater than f2 लेते हैं तो you would have gotten the result as f1 minus f2. So basically beat frequency can be calculated as generally the frequency of beats can be written as the difference between individual frequencies of the waves. So for example, if there are two sources of sound, one whose frequency is 400 hertz and the other one whose frequency is 404 hertz, you hear a beat frequency of 4. You hear 4 beats per second. So when we had sounded the two sources in the beginning also, that is what we had observed. The beat frequency, that means how quickly we hear the loud sounds and the weak sounds, was increasing when we increased the difference in the frequencies of the two sources. Let us hear it one more time so that you get a clear idea. So let's say the two sources are having equal frequency, are emitting sounds of equal frequency, and I'll gradually increase one of them. You observe the sound. You observe the beat frequency now. This is what you hear when the frequencies are equal. A sound of constant amplitude. Now you are hearing 1 beat per second. Now you are hearing 3 beats per second. Now you are hearing 5 beats per second. So the beat frequency is the difference between the individual frequencies of the waves. Right. So that is how you can calculate the beat frequency. Thank you.